Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and I know we've had this question come about very often. It's kind of like, what is the basics of confirmation? So what I ended up making was kind of this basics of confirmation little cheat sheet. So if you guys want to download this cheat sheet, it's actually going to be the first link down below. It's absolutely for free. It's just one of the things that I like to, kind of create to hopefully empower you guys to get one step closer to becoming a profitable trader, right? So this is just an idea that I wanted to share with you guys about the basics of confirmation. We have a very simple pattern here talking about support, resistance, not just about a support level, but a support range and a resistance range. And then we give examples of where people might decide to buy. Is this point a good time to buy? Is this point a good time to buy? Is this point a good time to buy based off previous lows? But it's actually waiting for confirmation, waiting for it to validate the previous support and make higher highs again. Because if you want to grow your account, you want to put your money where something is actually increasing in value. So it makes sense to not always try to buy at the lowest price point. I think that a lot of people, overlook that, but it's actually waiting for it to validate, previous supports and wait for higher highs and then slowly adding more to your position size. So if you guys want to download this basics of confirmation cheat sheet, I'm going to put that for the first link down below, but I wanted to give you guys a real world example about one of the trades that I took on Friday, which is today, but I think I'm going to upload this video early Saturday. But, natural gas was showing signs of an uptrend. It continued to validate this EMA line as higher highs and higher lows. And one of the things that was brought up is like, okay, well, where do I buy degas? When natural gas is pushing up so much, when do I know when to get into the inverse ETN? And it's not when it's pulling back, it's not when it's at the EMA line, but it's actually when it's making lower lows. Again, one of the things that I look for is as natural gas is pushing up, that means that UGAS is pushing up, right? So again, UGAS is the bull ETN, meaning that it pushes up as natural gas pushes up. Degas, which is the inverse, does the exact opposite, right? So it's very hard to try to find the bottom. But one of the things that I feel like I'm pretty good at is waiting for confirmation and really allowing that opportunity to present itself. There was no question that I saw a pretty big opportunity because natural gas was so overbought here, right? It pushed up so much, looking at the RSI, looking at the MACD, it made sense on the technical side that it's bound to pull back. It doesn't have to, as nothing has to happen, but it would make sense. So as it began to pull back, I began to watch it very carefully. And it wasn't at the EMA line where I, went full into my position on DGAS, but it's actually when we began to make lower lows on natural gas, which does the exact opposite for DGAS. So again, once we began to make higher highs for DGAS, this is when I saw things going according to plan and actually playing out in my favor. And you guys would actually be able to see this right here. So if I go ahead and go here and click show trades, you guys should be able to see exactly where I bought, right? After confirmation, not at the very bottom because we don't know if it's going to continue to sell off, but after confirmation and after it breaks above the EMA line and begins to make higher highs. And as it continues to make higher highs, as long as you still think that there's enough margin, then I can slowly add more to my position size and then lock in profits at a resistance. So I think that's a pretty big misconception that a lot of people, have when it comes down to day trading. They're always trying to find the lowest price point, right? And it's really hard to always try to find the lowest price point on something that maybe is continuously selling off. So I would be so much less focused on trying to find the lowest price point and actually focusing more on actually getting confirmation. And I personally think, again, if I can kind of toot my own horn when it comes down to this, is, this kind of like basics of confirmation cheat sheet. Again, it's a very simple concept, and I really hope that, you guys can build off of it. It just shares the importance of, not trying to buy when something is overbought, not trying to buy as something is selling off, not trying to buy, as soon as something is at the bottom. I'm not saying that this is a bad price point to buy. All I share on point 3 is that in my experience, when I tried to buy at previous lows, just because it's bounced here before, patterns tend to repeat themselves, but they 100% don't have to. But I think if you've been trading for some while, you can 100% agree with me that, it could still continue to sell off. So I've had such a big focus, and again, it's worked really well for me. So you guys are more than welcome to test it out. You guys can test it out with paper trading, simulation trading, and see if you begin to feel more comfortable. I've always been someone that maybe gets in a little bit too early into their position. So as soon as I get in, because I feel like I got it at the lowest price point, it can continue to sell off. And let's be honest, that's not the best feeling. So I would rather focus on being efficient with my trades and actually waiting for the direction to be in my favor. And again, keeping it very simple, waiting for confirmation. If you're so certain that, based off previous patterns or based off previous support levels, that it's going to bounce here, why not just be patient and again, give it time to allow that true opportunity to present itself. And that's all this thing says is, again, really allowing confirmation, really allowing the time and the direction to be in your favor. And just like I experienced today with my trade on DGAS, it really was such a simple day trade that allowed me to exceed my daily goal of over $655 profit within just 5 minutes. But again, if I was trying to always find the bottom of something, it would have not gone, exactly according to plan. So patience pays. And again, like Warren Buffett said, the stock market is the transfer of funds from the impatient to the patient. So think about it. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this concept. Again, if you guys want to download your free Basics of Confirmation cheat sheet, it's absolutely for free. Yes, you do have to have a Facebook account, and by clicking the first link down below, we automatically send it to you. We don't ask you for any personal information or anything like that. All we're going to do is, have a nice little way of being able to message you and send you this little PDF. Also, if you guys haven't joined our free Facebook group, we're the largest Facebook group in the world for those that day trade in the stock market, and we have 231,000 members. So help us get to 232,000. Make sure that you guys join our free Facebook group. That's going to be that second link down below. And if you guys are ready to take trading to the next level, this is the group that I work with every single day. It's the Learn Plan Profit group. It's a group that gets to watch me trade live every single day. And if you want to learn a little bit more about it and what's included, scroll down here, look what's included in the Learn Plan Profit lesson library. And then also you can get a sneak peek of what it's like to actually watch me trade live in the stock market. So I really do appreciate your guys' time. I hope that you guys enjoy that Basics of Confirmation cheat sheet. Don't forget to hit that like button if you feel like I earned it. And again, like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.